Hello, everyone. Amanda Grace here from Ark of Grace Ministries. So, we have had a very significant plane crash happen today in Toronto, Canada. Delta Airlines coming in from Minnesota. I believe it was Minneapolis, if I'm not mistaken. Let me tell you the significance of what is going on here. So, it says there were several injuries and the plane actually flipped over. Was completely turned over, which I think is interesting and prophetic in itself. It was Delta Airlines flight 4819. It was coming into Toronto's Pearson International Airport in Canada at 2:45 p.m. local time. Now, let me explain to you the significance of this. 2:45. 2 plus 45 equals 47, which is the presidency currently that Donald Trump holds in the United States of America. It was flight 4819. Let me show you this. First of all, 1948 is woven into 4819, which is the year Israel becomes a nation and the Arab-Israeli war occurs. Also, Truman was the president at the time. Keep that in mind because he comes back up because he ends up being the VP when JFK is assassinated. Now, April 8th, 2019, right? Because it's flight 4819. April 8th, 2019, the Iran Revolutionary Guard Corps, the entirety of it, is designated a terrorist organization by Mike Pompeo. Minnesota, where the plane took off from, is where Tim Walz is the governor who ran for the presidency, the VP slot with Kamala Harris. So where the plane took off from is where Tim Walz is from, who was the VP candidate in the 2024 election. The plane crashes in Canada at Pearson Airport. Trudeau, who's currently the Prime Minister of Canada, has said he's going to resign. President Trump keeps saying Canada will become the, 51st state. Pearson was the 14th Prime Minister of Canada. The 14th President of the United States happens to have a similar name. It's Franklin Pierce. So you have Pearson and Pierce, right? Pearson. Pierce the son. Just keep that in mind. And Pierce lost his VP a month after I believe he was sworn in. Pierce means to puncture, Pearson, right? Puncture the sun. Now, Pierce, the 14th president of the United States, was a Northern Democrat who believed the abolitionist movement was a fundamental threat to the nation's unity, and he alienated anti-slavery groups by signing the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Kansas is where the American Airlines, American Eagle, took off from, that crash coming into Reagan. And after Pierce came Abraham Lincoln. So, and the Civil War happens after that. So there's a lot of significance in what happened today. Given the events that have happened concerning this election, given what's coming, given events that have happened in the past few months. Be watchmen right now. These things are not happening by mistake. Keep the faith.